What is up, guys? It is Alfarius here with
Omega.
And we're back at it to answer your questions in another episode of For the Greater.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, simply comment down below. Put question in front of your question because we get to those questions first.
That is exactly what Gulas Chiltis asked us. He asks, what do you guys think about GW's announcement to have more representation in 40K? Do you guys think this will ruin Warhammer like it ruined Marvel?
No taxation without representation.
Represent. Woo, woo.
Woo woo!
I feel like it's gonna make things better because like GW's been known for the same thing for 30 years, and now with more representation, I feel like that'll give us more options, more avenues to explore, both lore-wise and model-wise. So I think this is a good step, although it is gonna rustle some jimmies.
If honestly, if you're getting butthurt because they're saying that they're gonna bring in new models, new factions, better
lore,
regiments,
yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Cause like, come on, like it's not gonna they're not gonna like ruin the 40K universe by adding more lore to it. It's just gonna enhance it and make it better.
And if you don't like it, just don't buy it, don't play it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, how do I put it? It's not gonna impact the game to that effect where it's like, oh, I'm quitting 40K. I mean, some of you might, but like,
if anything, it's gonna give you that Netflix effect where it's gonna be like, have all these different like factions now, like all these different regiments. Now I don't have the fucking vanilla Cadian Guard that I have to choose from. Now I have all these other regiments that I can choose from, and hopefully like, you know, that beefs up the lore.
Yeah, that's exactly what they've been doing. Because when the Skitarii came out, you had all the Forge Worlds to choose from. The Astra Militarum came out, you had all the different regiments like you were talking about. Even with the Death Guard, you had like new figures, new tanks. The Plague Doctor, I believe that's what it's called. So it's, I mean, they're adding a bunch of different things that wasn't there before. So they're representing different avenues of the game.
I hope that's what they mean too.
Yeah, hopefully.
I haven't read the article.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, if they are gonna put something that completely goes against the lore, I feel like that's just gonna, like, okay. So one of the things that kind of got me was the whole lore behind the Primaries. Yes, the Primaries was a brand new thing. The lore could have been made better, but the models look phenomenal. So because of that, I'm able to, you know, say, okay, GW, we kind of stumbled on the lore a bit, but the model line just looks amazing.
Yeah.
You know, making it true scale or whatever, that was a great idea. But hopefully they don't phase out the old stuff, because obviously everybody has the old stuff. So.
Right. All in all, we don't really know what that means. So let's just sit and wait and watch.
Yeah.
And buy more stuff, because that's what we're going to end up doing anyways. Next question comes from Sharklopes. What do you think of the new what is that? Astraeus?
Astraeus, I think.
Astraeus Primaris Super Heavy Tank. I think it looks dope as fuck, but concerned that it might step on the toes of the Imperial Guard a little. Thoughts? I think it looks like a fish. I think it looks like some type of animal. And I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, whoa! I literally like went away from my screen because it looks like 2 or 3 different things put together.
Yeah.
Like if you cut it in half, it could literally be 2 different vehicles.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's cool that they're bringing out new things and whatnot. It's just that specifically didn't appease to my aesthetic.
Yeah. Bet you it's gonna be expensive too.
Yeah, because it's a super heavy, so it's like a Bane blade.
Yeah. How much is a Bane blade right now?
I don't remember.
Bet you it's gonna be like 150. No, thank you. Next question comes from Miko Jolon. What year is now in 40K universe?
Isn't it like the 200th year of the 41st millennium? No, I don't think so.
I can't remember. I can't. I'm gonna do a 40 facts on the times because I've been getting the time wrong for forever in 40K.
Yeah, it's a little confusing, but
yeah.
Marcus Garrison asks, What is your favorite Space Marine specialist? For example, librarian, chaplain, apothecary? Mine is the apothecary, because being a medic in such a dark and brutal universe is really badass and commendable. Thanks for the video, guys. I love listening to the lore while I'm at work or painting.
Chaplain is my specialist of choice.
I would definitely go with librarians, because, I mean, what's more amazing than freaking controlling the warp at your fingertips? Or potentially exploding. But yeah.
Next question comes from Hito Kaneshima. Who do you think has the bigger hate boner for the Order that the Imperium strives for? Alpha Legion or the Night Lords? The Night Lords.
Night Lords.
Which is more hateful. Next question.
Jonas Copperwire. Can Necron Mind Shackle Scarabs be used to control Tyranids? Lore states that the Golden Throne was originally some unknown technology. Is it possible that it is indeed Necron tech?
So the first thing, Scarabs controlling Tyranids.
Well, in the game you could, because I mean they're Mind Shackle Scarabs. But lore-wise, I don't think so. Because wouldn't the hive mind overpower just one creature's mind?
No, I don't think so. Because remember, I guess it depends on the Tyranid bioform. Because you do have whenever like a Hormigaunt breaks off from the synapse, he just becomes primal.
Right, instincts take over.
Yeah, so I think if like a Scarab Swarm can dig into the brain and like block the hive mind, and it's just like an animal, then yeah, it can take control of that animal. But I don't know if it could do that to like a Zoanthrope, right? Or Zoanthropes are the ones that float, right?
Yeah, the psychic ones.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the second one? Is the Golden Throne Necron tech?
No, I don't believe so, because it deals with the warp, and Necrons would not want that. So if anything, it's old one technology. Right. Next question comes from Mephiston Ace. If GW brings the Primarchs back, do you think they would introduce characters for other armies, such as the Night Kings for Necrons?
I mean, it would make sense, because it's like you're bringing out, the big guns for the Space Marines. Why not bring out the big guns for everybody else?
Yeah, the only problem with that would be, like, lore-wise, it might feel rushed, or it might... I don't think GW would spend that much money and time to invest in the Silent King. I don't think it's the Night King. I think it's the Silent King.
Yeah, Silent King. Night King is Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so it would be they would put out... That's, like... It's too big of a thing, so it would either have to come into a campaign in the like far future, but right now they would focus on like the smaller, like Trazen, the Infinite, right?
Yeah.
And like Imhotech, stuff like that.
Thomas Mavronkiolis. With the success of the Primarch character series in Forge World, do you guys think they will release the other Primarchs, Sanguinius, the Lion, etc.? Or are they holding them back for a big reveal?
There's not going to be one big reveal. They're going to throw them out in like chunks because that makes money. And yes, I do think they're coming back.
I mean, they recently released, what was it, Magnus? And then they released Lehman Russ. So it's probably a little while till they get the next one's coming up. Probably Christmas, I assume.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Next question. Warhammer is my life. Do you think Robo Dorn will come back? If you do, are you excited about it? No, I think there's other Primarchs that are going to come before Robo Dorn. Is he going to come back at some point? Yes. Am I excited about him coming back? I like playing Imperial Fist because of the lore of the actual army. They're city fighters. Robo Dorn is cool and all, but he's no Ferrus Manus. He's no, like, Magnus the Red. His lore is not, like, deliciously fluffy.
Yeah.
It's just, like, it's Robo Dorn. He could build stuff. He's cool, but that's it. So, am I excited? No, not that much. Next question.
The Chris Jackson Show. This guy's asking the real questions. How can there be captain and sergeants or champions of any skilled level for the Primaris Marines when they have been in test tubes for 10,000 years with no actual experience? Shouldn't they all be just scout level?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
You just broke the system, bro.
I mean...
If you want to think about it, though, what it could be is that they all did start off as scout level. They ran into, oh, no, okay, let me go back. So whenever any type of army gets formed, you instantly have to build a hierarchy. And that hierarchy usually gets set by tests of skills. So that's probably what Belisarius Call did. Both tests of genetic skills, what's it called? Mental
capacity.
Yeah. And then of course just like regular like endurance and physical skills. And that's how they derive like the form or the name of a captain. And then they sent them out into like the very beginning of, you know, the, what is that? The whatever Imperium. Well, Deja Vu. That was crazy.
Ultramar?
No, the Indomitus Crusade.
There you go. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah. So then, by now, by the time that you're playing your Primaris Marines, those guys have already been in multiple battles. Mm-hmm. So that's how you can think about it.
Yeah, and even if you, let's say you get a captain that's not suited to be a captain, he's going to die, and somebody's going to rise up to be a captain level, so...
Yep.
It's ever-changing hierarchy.
Ever changing.
Unless you're Dante, then you're just chapter master forever.
For life. Next question comes from Fallen. If the Legion of the Damned are dead, can a dead Primarch come back as a Legion of the Damned? They're not really dead.
They're not really alive.
Yeah, they're somewhere in between.
Kind of like the Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. This one is by Dragon Punch 903. Will 40k ever reach an ending?
Hope not.
I mean, you could always go to Warhammer 50k, Warhammer 60k. There have been fanfics about, you know, going beyond 40k and whatnot. But will Warhammer in general ever reach a conclusion? Like you said, I hope not. Because with a conclusion, there's always going to be loose ends, things that you didn't really like how it ended.
And those were the questions for this week. If you want to ask us more questions, comment down below.
We do this 3 times a week, so again, guys, stay subscribed and keep on asking us questions. You could also hit us up on Patreon, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for more things 40k and other nerdy stuff as well.
Yep. This was Alfarius.
I am Omegon, and we're out of here.